here with Juan. We just went on a hike to Montserrate, the top. Juan was my guide from Airbnb. He's a really good guide, and he's also a local from Bogota, so it'd be really interesting to see. I have a couple questions for him. So Juan, my first question for you is, for someone coming to Colombia, what is one piece of advice you give them?
Okay, hi Nolan, hi everyone. So I will say like my advice will be like to leave behind those fears and these kind of cliches or stereotypes they got from Colombia, because we know like Colombia in some point in the 80s and 90s was not in the best situation because of some violence that was happening here, you know, about this kind of drug cliche what we had. That was true, but since 2010 we have changed so much. So I will say like just leave those fears behind and try to enjoy it, like deep enjoying the country, because it's a beautiful country that it has so many to offer, starting from the people that is so nice, and then, you know, all this nature, the mountains, the beaches, like Pacific coast, Caribbean coast, the Amazon. So it's a lot of stuff to see just in one small area.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first thing is like enjoy Colombia without any prejudgment. Just come here and you will find a really interesting place.
I think that's some good advice to have for someone, especially like me, when I was a little cautious coming here.
Exactly.
But Juan has definitely helped me feel a lot more comfortable walking around and getting around the city. But my second question for you then, over your lifetime, what is one piece of advice that you give someone?
I think like enjoy life. I mean, whatever you like try to do it, like take the best of it. For example, myself, I love traveling, so my purpose in life is to try to go everywhere and meet people, meet other cultures. That's what I love. So I will say, yeah, I think it's similar to what we were saying before, no, like to being cautious about to do something. So no, just try to be more like free mind, free spirit, and go for it. Because I think many people just in some point of their lives they forget their dreams, or I will say like no, don't think too much and just go for it. Like whatever you feel here, just go and do it.
That's some good advice, especially since you've traveled like a lot of different places. So
yeah, I really enjoy that. So I hope to visit your city as well in some point, but yeah, that's the idea.
Come to Seattle.
Yeah,
Come to Seattle. But my last question is just kind of a floater question. Because you've traveled so much and seen so many different places, do you have any crazy stories?
Wow.
You probably have a lot, but
Yeah, so many, like even like you cannot have like just one. No, but maybe one that now pops in my mind. Like,
or
I
the one that
remember-
pops up.
I remember like this one, like crossing the border Lao, Vietnam. No, sorry, Vietnam to Laos. I think it's one of the craziest places to drive, like motorbikes. There are so many motorbikes. But in some point crossing the border, again a motorbike. So it was like not in the right lane. So it was like coming over like us, like in the
you're
bus,
facing a-
and the bus, you know, just like turning, like yeah.
It tipped over?
Exactly. So at first it was so scary because we were in the middle of the border. So it was no Vietnam, no Lao authorities. They were like, we don't care about you because you were not in our land. That's like no one's
They
land.
just left them at the...
Yeah, so we have to wait like 3 hours. Wait, no, nobody got injured or something. And actually it was fun afterwards, but
Wow.
But yeah, that was like a crazy story and something that happening like by traveling. But it's something that after 1-2 days you're gonna remember it and you're gonna
For the rest of your life.
you're gonna laugh about it. No, but actually love Vietnam, love Laos. I just saying like
Shout out Laos. Shout out Vietnam.
I just saying like yeah, how crazy it could be depending where you go and depending where you live. Because
Is everyone okay though in the bus?
yeah,
Oh,
everyone
okay.
was okay. No one was injured. Just saying like it was exciting in some
Oh
point.
no, that is kind of crazy.
Exactly. And then yeah, no, I mean so many stories.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about living every day, going out. Don't stay at home that much. Just go out on the street, go on the parks, and you're gonna have crazy stories all the time. Yeah.
That's some good advice.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Juan.
Was good.
Yep. Perfect.
Super.
I hope that surprised you. So I just got back from a hike at Montserrate and an interview with Juan. I found Juan through Airbnb. He offered a guiding service as a hike to the very top. And if anyone's in Bogota, I would highly recommend booking Juan. He gave such a great experience, maybe because it was a very personal experience, but he talked a lot about Bogota's history as a person who grew up here and has traveled around the world. So he gave me a good insight as to what it's like traveling around Bogota and even just internationally. We hiked all the way to the top of this place. It's called Montserrate, probably butchering the name, but basically it's just a church at the top of the hill, Catholic church. But right now I'm gonna go to another part of Bogota, maybe get some drone shots, and I'll see you all guys all there. Alright, so I made it safely and soundly to the park from Montserrate, or La Calendaria, like the neighborhood that I was just in. It took like an hour to walk all the way here, but I safely made it. I came to the park because Juan recommended that it might be a good place to just hang out and maybe shoot cool photos or videos around here. As a review of today's video, it was nice interviewing Juan. I didn't expect someone to be so friendly or a guide to be so open. He was probably one of the best guys I've had. I might have mentioned that already, but if anyone's in Bogota for a hike or just wants someone to hang out with, Juan is your guy. I'll link his Airbnb experience in the description below. There's not really much more to say except see you guys in the next video.